Hello everyone. Today we're going to look at this baseball cap and we're going to look at its faces. So I thought this would be a good example to show Second Life faces in Blender. And the way Second Life faces work in Blender is each Second Life face is a material in Blender. So if you look on the right side of the screen here, I have 5 different materials. They're not labeled all that well, but I have 5 different materials for all the different regions, Second Life faces that I'm going to be using. Okay. Now I'm doing this in a different way than maybe some people would go about this, but the whole point of me doing this is to allow this baseball cap to be customized in any color that the customer wants. Let's just look at the hat, and then we'll look at the materials on the side. We'll go to edit mode, and I'll hit A, and if I select this top one and hit select here, it'll show me those faces that I'm using for that material. So let's hit A. The next one is only the bill. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make a new material. So let's add a new material. We'll hit new here. We'll label this as back. And then we'll start selecting polygons on the back. Now if you see at the bottom I have the polygon one selected, the square one. And I can just start selecting the polygons that I want. So I'll just select a few polygons on the back. Let's say that I was going to put a decal or something here. So let's just select a few different polygons here. Now let's just imagine that that's my new material that I want. Okay, so I select back, and I'm going to hit assign. Now I'm going to show you something. If you notice, the top one, the cap one, used to cover this area. So now look what happens when I select that top one now. Now it has everything except those polygons that I was using before. I used for the back. So that's how you create a new material. And you really don't have to change too many settings in here. At least for Second Life. And then each one of those materials needs to have a texture for it. So let's hit make a texture real quick. We'll call this back. And for this hat, all the textures are the same because I'm using this for changing colors in Second Life. So we want image or movie. I want to open it. I want this baseball cap image, and that's it. If we scroll down, we probably need to change this to UV and UV map, and then you're pretty set. You won't see it in here though. To change the image view, now you also have to have shading set to textured solid. So let's go out of edit mode, or actually we need to be in edit mode, and then we need to go into UV editing. So if I want to change the image that I'm viewing on my screen, right now it's set to this. Okay, now I might want to select everything in this scene so that everything changes. So now at the bottom I can select different textures that I have set. So let's choose that one. Go to default. Go back to object mode, and now all of the textures are different. So that's how you basically do materials in Blender for Second Life, and now we'll go into Second Life and see how those different materials make up different faces in Second Life. Here we are in Second Life now, and I have the hat already uploaded and everything. I have just a simple texture on it. And I'll show you a few different options that I made for textures. So there's one texture that's has the US map on it, or the US flag. Here's one that's no tread on me. Here's one that's just a skull. Here's one that's a peace sign. Now some of these I made just a grayscale, and the reason why I made them grayscale is so the user could recolor the hat. So now we have basically a gray hat here, but if I wanted to, and this is why I put faces on the hat, so if I wanted to change some of the colors about the hat, I can change all of the colors by just hitting the color symbol and then choosing any color I want from the selection. But if I want to change the faces individually, so I want a hat that has maybe a different look to it, then I can change each face separately, just like that. So now let's change maybe the bill here to, let's say, a green. And then this top button here, I could change to an orange. Maybe underneath the cap, I could change this to orange too. So that's basically why I did all these faces and how they work in Second Life. So you just choose the select face option, select the region where the face should be on your mesh, and then you can change that color. And if you notice, when you select it, sometimes you'll see these lines. It's kind of like a target symbol, but they're not always all that reliable depending on the size of the region that you're choosing. So that's a quick look at how faces work in Second Life, and have a good one.